Not every relationship in your life is going to work out. Not every person you come across is going to be your bestie, your BFF. You're going to have a streak because you talk so often. In fact, sometimes and more often than not, you will be faced with decisions in your life where you have to let people go. Just like if you were their boss, you got to let them go. Pack up your things, severance packages in the mail. Not really. But there are a lot of emotions naturally tied with relationships, and that goes for an intimate one, that goes for a friendship, that goes for a family member. It goes for literally every kind of relationship. There are always going to be emotions in it. It's never just business, it's always personal. It is. And what you find is oftentimes people hold on to resentment. They hold on to things that have happened to them in the past, and they remember when somebody does them wrong. And it taints the way they view people. It automatically puts a spin, oftentimes negative, on what that person will do going forward. And it sometimes seeps into every aspect of life. Like, for example, if somebody gets done dirty by, a boy that they were seeing, a girl that they were seeing, a partner they were seeing, in the future, if they have a relationship where there's a mutual split, but it's a cordial split, their view of that person will be rooted in, I hope they keep messing up. And that isn't healthy. It's not. It's not good. And I've adopted a mindset that I want to share because I think this has given me so much peace of mind. I wish you well. I wish you well, fam. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, anybody who has done me dirty, who I feel like they misunderstood what I was trying to convey, they took something I said and put their own agenda on it, they disregarded my feelings when it came to a situation, I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I wish them well. I wish them well. Because it's no longer my worry. It's no longer within my bandwidth of operation as a human being. It is past me. That situation has come and gone. And the more time I spend feeling a type of way, the less time I have to focus on things that matter. And I find that there is something very freeing about not letting the actions of others affect how you view yourself and you view the world, because one person's actions do not speak for an entire group of people. They don't. It's on an individual basis. And it would be wrong to just assume because one person did you wrong that you will be done wrong by every person you come across. It's not the way to think. I get it, that's your natural tendency. All girls are the same, famously. Juice WRLD, rest in peace. But you live life on defense, and then you don't open yourself up for the experiences that are good and the things that are good. You just see the world through a negative lens. You see people through a negative lens, and it's time to leave that. I wish you well. I wish you the best. I genuinely do. Anybody who did me wrong, anybody who had bad intentions from the start and I just had rose-tinted glasses and I looked the other way, I wish you well. Because, what, I'm going to wish you bad? Oh, I hope. No, I wish you well. I wish that maybe one day you will reflect on your actions and realize that you messed up. Maybe one day you will see that you were in the wrong or you contributed to the situation more than you thought. And this is a mirror to me, because I hope that people that I have done wrong, they wish me well. Because maybe I I really made a mistake and I feel sorry for it. And I want to apologize for it. But these ill intentions and these kind of harbored feelings of like distaste towards people, it doesn't do anything for you. I don't think you should forget that it happened, and I think you should realize that. And it's okay to feel angry and upset. You should feel those emotions. I'm not telling you to be a drone and just be completely, mindless. No, if you feel upset because they cheated on you, feel upset. Feel it. It's not right. What happened to you is not right. But the power you have in wishing them well and being like, hey, it is what it is. But the power you have in just letting that be and genuinely wishing them the best alleviates so much stress and worry and this dark want and desire for them to screw up and to have it the worst. And it comes back around. It does. It does. You won't even notice it, but it will seep into every relationship you have, because as soon as something bad happens, you will immediately wish them the worst. That's not a good habit. That's not how you care for people. And I think that there are a lot of people who feel this way because it's easy. It's easy to turn your anger and your distrust and the feelings that you feel towards that person and be like, ugh, like they're the worst. And I don't want to diminish anyone's feelings. Like, people will do things to you that are unfair, that are unjust, that are just rude, that are disrespectful. Like, it will happen. It will. It's just a course of life. Like, it will happen. But the more you harp on it, the more that you sit and let it stew, the less time you have to actually work through what happened, cope with it, be like, all right, this sucks. This is really, it's whatever. But you know what? I wish you well. I wish you well. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing me. Because what is the point? I can sit here and try to feel so much anger and want you to do bad, but it's like, come on. At that point, what are we doing? Because I don't think it helps. Every time, without fail, that I have harbored some kind of emotions against somebody, it towers over my personal joy, and it consumes a part of my brain that I would rather use on things that I like and I'd rather use to help me out, because wishing somebody the worst does not help you. It does not help you. How does it help you? It makes you feel better about yourself? Really? Not you changing something, not you being like, okay, this person, they did this to me, they hurt me, I'm not going to let this happen again, I'm going to focus on how I can not let it happen again. But instead, you're like, oh, I hope that they get cheated on. Like, I wish you well. I wish you well. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you well. And maybe down the line, you'll learn the lesson. And guess what? Probably you won't. Most people do not learn. Most people do not change because it is hard. But how are you any better by wishing somebody bad? Wishing somebody the worst? You're above that. You are better than that. That person is probably doing that. Or that person does not care. And then they are living in your head rent-free again. So it is a decision. Do you want to keep these emotions and keep them rotting how you feel? Or do you want to simply wish them the best, wish them well, and keep living your life? Because there are a lot of people who just don't. They don't keep living their life. They stay in this state of like being the victim. And it's okay. It's okay to feel that way. We're all the victim of something. Something has happened to us all at one point of our lives, but the decision is ours if we want to stay there. The decision is ours if we want to let this define us, or if we want to claim it and be like, no, this is something that's going to make me into a better person. And letting go of past people, letting go of those who have done you the dirtiest, is a good step in that direction. So think about it next time. Think about it, because it is so easy to feel upset and wish people wrong. But sometimes you can't help but feel bad, because hurt people hurt people. Rewind. Hurt people hurt people. And if you let yourself continue to be hurt and continue to be in this state where you want to hurt people, how are you any better? I would argue you're not. So think about it. Because all my opposition, all the people who did me dirty, I still wish you well, bro. I wish that you are doing good and that you are doing something that you like and you're happy, because I'm doing that. And it's a choice for me. It can be a choice for you, Zerky Show. Man, it is freezing in Texas. It is cold. It is cold. It is cold. We are in very unprecedented times right now, but what I do know for certain is the Zerky Show is here to stay. That's like the one thing I know. I don't even know what I'm eating for dinner, but I know that the Zerky Show is here to stay. So if you want to stay a part of this community, you want to stay tapped in to the Zerky Show, it is the Zerky Show everywhere. You can watch it. You can listen to it. The choice is yours. Do the things that bring you joy. Do the things that keep you grounded. Go out and explore this beautiful world, Zerky Show. And I want you to know one thing. I love you. I believe in you. What do you want to do? That's up to you, Zerky Show. Sending you all love and peace.